My ex, he cheated with a man, so that was.
I got to the point where I ain't got no type. You know what I mean?
I was stuck on my ex just because I was lusting for her. Like, I was looking for somebody who was matching that type of sexual intensity.
So breakups don't always have to be with exes. Breakups can be with friends too. And we done broke up with exes, friends. Now it's time to talk about family. Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of Rule Number 1, Episode 6. Today's topic is the breakup. Rule number 1 after a breakup is to stay broken up. What's y'all rule number 1 after a breakup?
Rule number 1, you said stay broken up. Yeah, see, I don't be in relationships like that have to deal with a breakup, but once you break up, you just block them, delete them on everything. You know, don't allow that access. Don't allow them access to you again. That'll be my rule number 1. If it's a serious breakup, because, you know, sometimes you break up and then y'all be right back together. So
Yeah.
depends on how serious the breakup is.
Dang, that's deep. Alright, so with me, right? I mean, I don't know. I'm all about understanding. So, you know, if we broke up, then I kind of understand what it is. So, at the end of the day, you know, I'm gonna try to accept you for who you is, but I'm gonna leave you in your, you know, in your space. And I'm going to be in my space and create, you know, a new space.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, if we break up, just try not to come back.
Try not to come back.
Because that's your ex for a reason. Okay,
yeah, so we break up is done.
They sound very toxic.
I mean, it happens. Not me, but it happens.
Because he didn't say don't come back. He said try not to come back.
Okay, do y'all resent y'all ex after y'all break up, or do it make y'all like y'all ex even more? Because y'all know how you break up with an ex and the sneaky links, and then it be more funner than when y'all was together. How y'all ever had that happen to y'all?
It depends on the situation for me, though. Like, it really depends.
It depends on the person.
On the breakup and everything.
How intense it was.
Yeah.
Because if it was like we just wasn't really interested in each other no more, but we still rock with each other, yeah, because the relationship just wasn't meant. But like you said, the sneaking, linking, and all that part be the fun. So it's like, this could work, but the relationship, no, it's not given.
So it's
did
just like being real with it.
You ever made your ex your sneaky link and it was better than an actual relationship?
Like, so I made her my ex, and then my ex turned into my sneaky link, and she was ended up being. I don't think that ever happened to me. Like I said, don't even try to come back. Try
so ain't no bending no blocks with you, huh?
Not really, cause you know I'm gonna try to keep it sustained. You know, like the relationship. Usually when we end, it be like a mutual agreement.
Yeah. So after a breakup, is it time to heal, or for y'all is it get back in the field?
Healing is always number 1. Like, heal first.
Heal, then get back in the field.
Yeah, because if you get back in the field, you gonna ruin somebody
you
else.
definitely
out here hurting other people,
hurt people. That's some people healing.
No,
so
that's
get to know another person, you know.
I mean, you got a point. A lot of people do feel that's the way to do it, but I think you have to heal first, though. You know.
And that take time.
That's the right way, but nowadays people don't do that.
No, they just hurt people. That's all.
Yeah,
so
and that's the cycle.
It's a game.
So what's the biggest reason y'all ever broke up with somebody?
Oh, I'm going to let the fellas go first. It's deep.
We can go to infidelity.
Ooh.
I mean, just wasn't interested.
Like the biggest, number 1 reason.
The number 1 reason. Okay, I'll go with infidelity.
Cheating? Okay.
Yeah.
How about you?
It's probably because she was a little too, you know.
Too loose?
Too. She was just probably too, like, I don't want to say crazy because it's used more often, but she was to that level.
Did you make her crazy and now you just calling her crazy, or was she?
She been that way.
Yeah, because when I think about it, like, you know how you end a relationship and then later on you think about what happened, like, doing, like, all the signs was in front of my face, you feel me, but I ignored it.
The red flags.
Flags was down, huh?
Yeah, so.
That's strong.
Okay, so what's the small... Oh, I ain't go. You ain't go.
Oh, girl, I was gonna say we could keep it moving. We just gotta put that out there. Because what they said, I'm just like, because cheating ain't that's not a big deal to me. We're not married. I don't own you. You don't own me. But this, I don't even know. Let me just put it out there though. Like when I was in college, my ex, he cheated with a man. So that was the biggest right there. You know, that's why I don't really.
That's my biggest fear.
Girl,
That's
you gotta
my
watch
biggest
them. They homies don't really be they homies. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my God. The DLs out here.
Hey,
the DLs out here.
And that was back in like 2009. So it's worse now. It's 2022. That's why I don't trust them.
Right
But
How
yeah.
that meme say? So you over there? You letting men bend you over?
And
He was
what
like,
he said, I
nah.
wasn't doing it. I wasn't.
So
I wasn't
you
bending
doing
over.
the bending?
That's kind of how that went though, cause I'm still a man, but I ain't. No.
Ooh. I say for me, just toxicity. You know, it just be rough to be with that person. I feel like once it gets to that point where you got to be in a certain mindset to be around that person, it need to be over at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So hold on, you said you gotta have a different mindset to be
No,
around
once-
that person?
Once it's like so much toxic stuff going on, and you have to prepare yourself for that
Oh,
person.
yeah, no,
you already
yeah,
know
that-
what's gonna go on. You can predict that person.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's time to let
You
it
gotta
go.
let it go.
So what's the smallest, like the most pettiest
Like,
reason?
I know this finna be some bullshit.
What's the most pettiest, smallest reason you will break up with somebody?
Because I wanted to be wild. I was still a wild boy.
What you mean by wow? Get into that.
I don't know. I was just,
Still trying to be
you
out
know,
there.
I was having too much fun, I guess.
You want your cake and eat it too, basically.
We say what?
You want your cake and eat it too?
I guess so, if you could say it like
You
that.
was just really just doing you, huh? Like
Just out here eating fruit.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean like that.
That's all we be doing, just picking fruit, you know.
Yeah, you could say something like that. You know, I was just,
I feel like the smallest part, like I don't know. That's not a small reason, but hygiene, like
No, that's major. That's not small.
that's not small, but
Cause
that's
I
one of the
can't
reasons.
get past that.
I feel like you can fix it, but it's
It's
like if you out the
fixable.
gate with it, no. So what's the smallest reason y'all break up with somebody?
One of the smallest reasons, and this is petty, but we just didn't really have the same interest in music, and I didn't always want to listen to what he wanted to listen to, so it was like, I don't even want to ride in the car with you. Like, don't turn no music on, so every time he came around, it was an argument about music, so it's like,
Yeah, that's petty. That's petty.
That was very petty.
Because a
But
motherfucker turned my movie off. Like,
You broke up with her?
It was already, you already knew it was coming that way, but, that was just like the signal.
the icing on the cake, like, the movie, like, it was turned off, like.
that's how you know you was tired.
What's the reason you will take your ex back?
I ain't trying to take none of them back, so it ain't really no real reason.
Like an obvious reason somebody will take their ex back. You know they got the best woo. So
But that's
gonna get back
everywhere,
in-
though. That's like.
I mean, but you know for a fact that person.
I don't know, but I'm just. I
It's
guess
gone.
it's for me though. It don't even be that like, cause you can get that anywhere. That's why I don't take niggas back though, cause it's a lot of men out here, and you ain't the only one that got the good woo or whatever. So I play with these niggas.
So what's the reason you will take your ex back?
Ain't no coming back, man. It's over with.
But you want your cake and eat it too. I don't.
That was
Girl, men be
that was
different. It's a
then,
double.
So how you establish that in a relationship?
What's that?
If you want your cake and eat it too, how do you establish that?
I mean, back then, it wasn't really they wanted me. All right, let me just put this up there in the front. I don't even be on that no more. But back then, I guess, like, she'd be on that too much, and I wouldn't really be with that, Like, she'd want me more than I wanted her, and I'd keep her around just because.
Cause she wants you.
Yeah.
I like that you was honest in saying that though, cause baby.
Okay, how do you handle somebody you in love with breaking up with you, like out of the blue? A serious breakup, like they done, it's cut off, but you madly in love with this person. How do you handle that?
And, you just gotta
I'm finna listen to them, cause
play a couple of some love songs.
Oh, you getting her back.
For a little minute.
Oh, yeah.
And
standing
then,
outside the window with the boom box.
But then afterwards, you get you a little, after the night, don't need, get you a little, some happy music and, you can, cause you gonna feel the emotion, so be in your emotion, but don't stay there, cause it's toxic there. So you gotta move on and get on to something else. So play some happy music afterwards. And
I feel like it's gonna be hard, but at the end of the day, you gotta know your worth. If that person don't want you, I feel like I ain't gonna force it. That's it.
always, it's gonna hurt. Everybody fall, but you know, when you fall, it's gonna be somebody else to come.
I don't know.
You know,
It's
pick you
different
up.
strokes for different folks. Cause I don't know, I'm be honest, and this is no cap. Like I ain't never been broken up with before. Like dead ass, I do the breaking up with. Like I'm a feelings type person, so I can feel when things ain't right. So before a person come to me, I'ma just end it like, you know what? I ain't really feeling this no more. You know, like
Beat you to the punch.
oh God, though, like I don't really, I swear, like I'm thinking and all, but I haven't been in those many relationships because I don't do relationships. I'm 31 years old, but I don't get broken up with though. Like people be mad when I just, after a month fling, they be mad as hell because I don't want to do this no more. Like I'm a Sagittarius, I'm a free spirited, so I get bored fast, so I just be out here.
Have y'all ever moved on and was still stuck on y'all ex?
Couple times.
Yeah.
So explain that, like y'all moved on and like I feel like I probably did that before and was seeing my ex and that person and that was just like, but how y'all dealt with that?
Because we're gonna compare it to that same person too. Like, okay, is they better than this or they better than that? So
Yeah.
that's why I don't go back. I got to the point where I ain't got no type. You know what I mean? Because shit, it was just like, maybe this type of person may not be for me, and not necessarily body type, but you know the type of mindset that certain
Different
people
levels
have.
to it.
You know what I mean? And it was just like now it's just like so if I'm breaking up now, the next person that I'm talking to, they gotta be coming 10 times harder.
Yeah, it's always supposed
You
to be
always
a
gotta be
level up.
upgrade.
Level up.
And you know what I mean? Goals. That's you know when you talk to somebody before you even lay down and have sex. When you talk to them, you see who they is. You see who they family is. Cause shit, everybody got trauma somewhere. So you know what I mean? You gotta.
That's real though.
You gotta pick.
That's
You
real.
gotta pick your battles, cause you gonna be battling something. You know what I mean? It might
And that's
be.
why I moved the way I moved though, cause I
You know.
don't be having time.
I like how you said the comparison, because comparison is like the thief of joy. So I feel like when you get with a new person, you comparing the little things. But I feel like everybody got they messy parts and they good parts. So I feel like picking at them, that just make the situation worse. And being stuck on your ex, if you still stuck on your ex with somebody else, then you shouldn't be with nobody else, because that come with healing, the healing part. So what about you, Seaweed?
I was stuck on my ex just because I was lusting for her. Like I was looking for somebody who was matching that type of sexual intensity. That was one reason I was stuck on her. Didn't find it though. I just had to find myself.
So breakups don't always have to be with exes. Breakups can be with friends too. So I recently had to break up with a friend, like my best friend or whatever. And I feel like we wasn't on the same, man-step level, wasn't in the same space in life. And I feel like you are the company you keep around you. So I feel like, so what's a time that y'all had to realize, y'all realized that y'all needed to cut a friend off? What was the reason?
Man, I just really went through this like last year. Like I said, I'm 31. Me and my friends been friends since college, and both of them, one of them we fell out over. Like you said, we was just growing in different ways, and I seen that she was set in some of her ways that I just wasn't really rocking with. And if I'm elevating, I feel like as a friend you should be elevating too. I can help you, but if that ain't what you on, I really don't know what to say. And then we all just started vibrating at different frequencies and stuff like that. They had kids, they had families and everything. I lived my life a little differently. And I feel like that was also a problem, an issue, because, and I feel like those hurt worse than breakups with your significant other and stuff, because these are my friends. Like, they here for me when I break up with this dude. They here for me when I need to pull up on somebody, and they be like, damn, me and my day one is no longer day ones.
Yeah.
Right.
I had a friend just like that as well. I used to really go see him more than he would, see me. It kind of felt weird, like, like, dog, are you good, or you know what I mean? But it got to a point where it was just like, you can't want more, because you may have something going on with somebody, and other people may not want what you want. So that brings about a different frequency in their mind path. So, like I said, you are who you attract. You around who you attract. You're gonna attract all that. So, if you still around that, it's gonna be messed up anyway because they don't feel where you coming from. And then they'll even kill your dream to make you conform to their mindset. So it's just like you gotta kind of separate. Everybody ain't gonna be on that journey with you.
I separated from friends basically for the same reasons. When sometimes I will want to say it takes some people take a little more time to get
Catch up.
And if they stick around and you growing tremendously, or like even like if just a little bit, like just them being around could hinder you, wherever you growing in, especially like spiritually, physically,
especially if they're not supposed to be on that journey with you, and you trying to force somebody to go on the journey with you. That's dangerous.
Especially if they become like a real close friend.
And you telling them everything, and it ain't even supposed to. It's not for them. It's really for you. So. Yeah, that'd be tough, though.
But that kind of hurt your feelings, like you trying to get that person to where you at, and they just don't be following, and you just keep telling them and telling them and telling them, keep trying to help them.
It hurt.
But it's like.
But that's when, it hurts.
Everybody
but
their own pace,
it's like you said, it's their own pace. Just because it's your time doesn't mean it's their time. They might come around later on down the line.
But just keep that bridge between each other, but I wouldn't,
don't burn it.
But also
just
depend on
put that space.
Which bridge is worth keeping, and which
the
which
ones
that was building, and which ones are worth destroying.
You ever have friends that you kind of separated from, but they never was wrong, like they wasn't no bad person.
Yeah,
it's just y'all
y'all just was like away from each other in a way.
I like how you said when you said everybody not your friends. In my situation, it was my best friend I had to cut off. And we've been best friends for a long time. So I feel like us having that, when I felt like that best friend title wasn't being met, I feel like that was, hindering our relationship.
Well,
I feel like that title.
Boundaries and standards and stuff wasn't.
Yeah. Because I feel like once you put a title on a relationship, I feel like, I don't know, you had certain expectations and they don't get met, and you get disappointed. So, yeah. But you know how people say people forgive their partners more than they friends? I feel like it's the opposite. I feel like we give too many chances to our friends than our partners. But it could be both ways.
I feel like it's the dynamic of the friendship. Because like I said, I had 3 friends that I was rocking with for a long time. One of them, we can have a talk and it just be a talk, but the other one it's an argument and it gets heated. Then words are said and then feelings are exchanged, and then it be like, I gotta give you some time, but
a friend? I feel like I ain't never got that deep in an argument with a friend.
Nah, see, like I said, me and some of my friends, we were roommates in college, so it wasn't
roommates,
just
that's different.
Friends. Like we was like family members getting into it over simple stuff, so.
Okay, now we done broke up with exes, friends. Now it's time to talk about family. The cousins, uncles, grandmas, sisters, brothers. I feel like we break up with them too.
Them the
I feel like
breakups for me.
I feel like with family, it be a different level because you have that default title. I feel like you create your own family. It don't necessarily have to be who you related to be your family, but it's been how y'all have situations that y'all had to break up with family members, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like I said, those be the easiest for me, like, cause family, them are like your first friends, your first everything, but then you really know them like for real. So
the person is like,
yeah, like for family, it's really, they don't really get as many passes as a friend or as a guy that's getting to know me, cause you've been knowing me since I was knee high to this, and now it's like you still playing on me like that. Or sometimes for me, family could be your biggest haters. They don't really want to see you, or they just don't believe. So I don't really hold them accountable to that type. I really don't anymore. When I see them out at functions, because I didn't pick y'all, but y'all are my family.
Right.
So when I see them at family functions, like at my mom's birthday, I'm going to speak, I'm going to talk, but it's not no kicking it outside of this family function or anything like that, because it's conversations that need to be had that family members feel like we don't need to have this conversation
Right.
or it's done, so we're going to sweep it up under the rug. So that's how I treat them. Swap up under the rug.
They love to say, "Oh, we family at the end of the day." I feel like they don't mean nothing. So what if, like, in like a hypothetical situation, what if the person you need to cut off is your mama? How do y'all go about that?
Move out.
Nah, it's not no move out. It's just
No,
that's
you
your
just,
mama,
all right,
but
Mom,
she
I'm gonna
just
talk to you. I'm gonna talk to you.
You
later.
can even put your mom at like a level, space in between though. It's about, because at the end of the day, you are an individual. It's you, and it's about you. So you could put that respect and space in between anybody that you need. Me and my mom, I love my mom dearly, but it's 7 days out of the week. I probably talk to her maybe 1 or 2 days out of that week. I might go on her page and like something, but I ain't got to talk to her every day.
What about you? You had a situation where you had to cut a family member off.
Family frustrations, man, I know it's real common, but I really don't know I never really got asked that question before. I'm still
In a second.
Yeah, so for the family, I cut off a few family members, but I wouldn't say cut them off completely. I just love them from a distance because it's more healthier
respect
for me.
and space in between y'all.
You would wish somebody would be, that friend's family. You would wish for them to be a certain way with you with that relationship. A family, we hold them to a higher standard than we do a friend. So it's easier for a friend to meet our standards than a family member. And then some family members just don't even meet the standards at all. Same as friends. So it's, like you said, you could pick your family. You don't pick the ones by blood, but I still love them all.
Yeah, I feel like if it's toxic, let it go. People come with default titles, but people don't come with loyalty, respect, and genuine love. So I feel like, to each his own. Everybody is their own person, no matter what title or relationship they hold to you. So we're going to end it with, don't become bitter, become better. And that's it for rule number 1, episode 6.